So back at the cabin again with another little load of stuff that I'll showcase here real quick. It's actually pretty cold. It's past mid-November and there's supposed to be a lot of snow coming, so this might be the last time we'll see the cabin in a fall setting. So I decided to do a little quick up and down trip, just to see how things were. There was some high winds and very cold weather, so if some tree tops broke or something like that near the cabin, I'd have to clear it out. I had some issues getting here on the trail. I had to buck up some wood real quick that I'll pass into firewood. But to just see what I brought, I have my usual stuff, but I heard that this stuff was pretty good. I asked on forums and stuff, how to keep bugs out of houses or like sheds and stuff. Critter Ritter, or this is Animal Begone Max. It says like raccoons, deers, and squirrels and stuff. Apparently it's good for mice and whatever. Also, I'll show you guys, I'll spray that on the inside. So far, the best that I've had was mothballs. I have my little water bottle that I bring. And I bought this little sugar tin container thing just because I thought it was fitting. It has a wooden cap on it, and I put some, you guys can't see, but there is some cutlery in here, because every time I come here, like last video when I did a little catch and cook type of thing with a partridge, eating off a little knife there, a razor blade knife, putting it in your mouth isn't always the best thing. So next up, another dollar store find is a little hand broom, which I think it's actually a metal broom, or a metal dustpan I should say, with like a wooden bamboo broom or something. I don't know what it is, but it's wood, so it looks appropriate. Kind of need this for the counter and stuff. My other big, I think it's like a turkey wing broom or something, I don't know what it is, but it's just too big. I can't really do the floors and the counters. It's not too sanitary either. I got this old hammer. It was like $1 at a thrift store. So other than my like ugly yellow or orange and black sledgehammer, I'll have this. And I want stuff to look kind of like period correct. I don't really like plastic or anything, so this is what I'll use. I bought more foam that I'll use up today, just one last time before winter. Except this is great stuff, but pest block, and it's supposed to be gray foam. There's yellow foam, there's black foam, and then this stuff I guess is gray. Whatever. I'll put some caulking over it, but it's supposed to keep like little says ants, spiders, bees and stuff like that. Oh no, it says it won't harm the bees. So it won't harm bees, but whatever. I should have said wasps, And then I bought some borax that I'll shake up and I will put on the pelts because insects really don't like the pelts, and I'll probably throw some in their cabin and such, but I'll try that out. Apparently you're supposed to do like a whole mix and stuff with the pelts, but water to borax and stuff like that. Hey, give it a shot. And I think I didn't show you guys this, but I've had this for a while, just keep forgetting it. A lock like I have on the door, but this one's going to be for the window. I have to test if the keys are the same. They should be, but try that out. And I think that's it. I actually have a little toucan here, a little hat that I'll throw on real quick. I didn't start a fire or anything because I didn't think it was going to be this cold. But up in the mountain, it's probably going to be, at the cottage, maybe like 100 feet down-ish elevation was -2 Celsius, so here's probably around -3, -4, -5 with the wind. But not a problem since this thing heats up pretty quick. So I'll start a fire, probably throw like 1 or 2 logs in there, see if I can get it started, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work, but they say that critters don't like it, so it must work. I don't know if I'm supposed to touch this stuff, but it doesn't say it's poison or anything, so give it a shot. These are the new caps they come with, the spray foams, and I just don't really like it. I much rather the old one. It was a one-time use, but I mean, there's not a lot of stuff in these cans. So, yeah. There's like a pin-size hole that it comes out of. They say no drips and extreme control and stuff, but it's honestly not that great. It clogs up, I find, pretty quick. I'm just trying to heat it up right now, but hopefully this stuff works. I don't have much to do. Best I've found so far is mothballs. I'll buy more. Being here now and doing this little foam thing, I just did the inside, just my right corner here, a little bit on the wall and stuff. It's the most cancer looking thing ever, but hopefully if it works, it works. But yeah, it's just the quickest fix I thought of, before winter. I'll shave off the foam. It says it's gray foam, looks yellow to me. I don't know. Maybe it'll change once it dries. It looks decent. I'm seeing a few spots here actually. But yeah, I'll go do the outside now. When I got in here, I didn't have a fire. It was -1. Now maybe 5 minutes for the time that I took to do this. It's 13 degrees Celsius, so it heats up really, really fast. I know it's not -30, but hopefully this winter I'll be able to live here for a while, sleep a couple nights in a row. Hopefully if snow doesn't get too heavy. But yeah, I'm gonna go do outside now and see how it goes. Came in now to warm up a little bit. It's about 20 degrees in here. Maybe 30 minutes time. And then I put 2 logs in the fire, and the wood's kind of wet, so it's not very good material to build a fire with. But hey, that's what I'll have for this winter. It's actually quite a mess in here. I don't like it. Since it's pretty cramped, I don't want to have useless stuff everywhere. But everything has its place. It's just that I think next little build will be a toolbox, because now I'm starting to stack up like hammers and saws and such. I don't want to leave it hanging up on the wall now. It's starting to become like a little home or a cabin. I just don't want it laying around everywhere. Hopefully once my next big build, which is going to be the tool slash wood shed in the back, is going to be done. I'll be able to, put a little lock on it or something, or just like a bar, and not have to worry about tools and such. But even if I'm not here, there's always a worry. I kind of think about it all the time. But nothing really can do about it. If somebody breaks in, or just somebody that's curious, wants to pry open the door, even if you don't steal nothing. It's just a pretty crappy feeling. Even if a treetop falls in the cabin, I'm pretty sure it could take it. I just don't want to take the risk. But yeah, so I have my little lantern right beside the camera, to the left of you guys right here. You can't see it, but I put the camera at my eye level, so what you guys are seeing right now is pretty much exactly what I'm seeing. I'm around 6 foot, so around the cabin, how I move around, that's I'm looking the same direction that you guys are, and that's what I'm seeing. So I think I'll just leave the camera here and do a little bit of cleanup. Like all these little tools, all these little hex wrenches and such, that could have a little place in the toolbox. Nails, pliers. I just don't have room for them right now. But a nice little wooden toolbox, like a period correct toolbox, would really be nice. My little fan that's on the fireplace, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's revving pretty high, which means the fire is getting hot just from my 2 logs. I'm putting maple in it now. Maple that I bucked up and split in a past video a few months ago. So obviously didn't have time to dry, but kind of deal with what you have out here, so. I'll do something with this barrel. I'll put something in it one day. Today's not the day. I actually I'll wait for the winter to drag this thing in, but it's the same thing as this, except it's probably like a 8 or 12 inch pot. I think it's gonna be good on the fire if I can make like stews and stuff. So I'll give it a shot. This antler that I have to make something out of, preferably a candle. I guess I don't mind my cutlery and utensils, whatever. I have forks and knives in here and stuff. That could stay there. Old square nails, those could find themselves a place somewhere else. Like this old drill that's useful, but I just haven't used it yet. You have to find it a place also, like a nice toolbox. I don't really like buying stuff just because I could make it. I try to keep stay cost effective. But I mean, sometimes you gotta balance out the cost of the materials and the time it takes. If something's like $20 and it would take like 3 days to make, for example, it's just not worth it. Put this into use right away. I don't really know how this stuff works, but I was reading about Critter Ritter, and I think it's like when they pass or something like that, and it gets on them or they lick it or something, they don't like it. I've been spraying a bit of this, as you saw before. And I don't know if it's toxic or not. They didn't really read the instructions, but it doesn't say anything on the bottle itself. But it's not that it stinks, but like if when you sniff it and you, I guess, inhale it, like it gets on the tongue, can't really imagine it's super pleasant because it's very very bitter. Guys, I'm spraying this now. Whenever you like it or not, there's gonna be fumes, and just not super pleasant. Not that I want it to be. I just, sometimes like stuff tastes good for us and like bad for animals, or we can't smell it, but they can, type of thing. So I don't know. We're just wondering. But if it tastes like that for them, it's absolutely horrible. Okay, so this is pretty much a short little outing, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Sometimes I wonder if I should just bring the camera or not, but it's pretty much what I do. When people tell me to film, pretty much everything I do. So I came here, bought some supplies, some useful stuff, cleaned up a bit, a little bit of cabin maintenance. But yeah, that was just pretty much what I came here to do. I'm gonna head back soon, but I was wondering, because for my future videos, you guys like better like shorter videos, longer videos when I film stuff, more editing, or just less editing? When I speak like this, I'm telling you guys like what I'm doing, or just quiet videos. So yeah, just let me know. Just so I know what to do. Next build, like I've been mentioning it before. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be the woodshed. I'll try to build it like I did the cabin. I know the cabin, I didn't really film it a lot just because I was like carrying logs and planks, so I didn't have no room, no strength to bring a camera left. So I only got bits and pieces, but I'll try to film as much as I can. The little woodshed in the back. Maybe I'll build it the same, like the way I did the notches. Maybe it's gonna be the same. Maybe I'll try something else. Something easier. I don't know. But yeah. So thanks for watching. Comment on the question I just asked if you want, and like and subscribe. It really just helps out a bunch. I don't really ask usually, but I mean, I looked at my stats. Go look at the stats, and I think 97% of views that I get. Let's say if I get 20,000, 10 to 50,000 views, let's say, 97% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So just comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.